I want to talk to you today about Realtor rewards. And this video is less about having a video that is really meant for the general public, but it's actually for the many realtors from across the country that watch my YouTube channel and watch my videos. And I want to have a frank conversation about what many of us are posting on social media right now. And at the end of the video, I'm going to ask you for your feedback and thoughts on it because I'm genuinely interested in knowing what you think. Now, if you're a member of the public, you're certainly welcome to watch this, and I'd love to hear your comment on it as well, because I think it's something that's pretty prevalent in our industry that I don't know of really how proud I am of it and how I fit into the overall landscape of commenting on it. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about Realtor rewards. It is reward season for realtors. This means, of course, that 2022 has come and gone to an end, and we are all starting to learn of how, as salespeople, we have done within our own industry, our own ecosystems. And oftentimes that really comes down to the amount of houses that we helped people buy or sell in the previous year. Everybody seems to know a realtor, and if you follow any real estate professionals on the internet, specifically social media, you've likely seen many of these posts, and you're going to start seeing them even more frequently as the start of the year progresses. And this is them really kind of boasting about their sales performance from the following year. When doing this, there is always 3 mandatory things that they must post, and all posts seem to have the same thing. Number 1, you have to let everyone know that you are grateful. Number 2, you have to mention that you feel humbled. And number 3, you have to post a picture of your smiling face, maybe even holding your reward. They all look the same, they all sound the same, and everybody seems to post them. Now, before I feel anybody that maybe has done this already feel bad, don't feel bad. I've done the same thing in the past, and you know what? You should be proud of your accomplishments. You did an awesome job if you're winning any sort of award in real estate, and you should be proud because real estate is not an easy business, as you know. The National Association of Realtors reported back in 2014 that the average realtor doesn't make it past the 5-year mark. In fact, 87% of realtors drop out in the first 5 years. On the flip side of that, that means only 13% of the people in business that start over the next 5 years are still going to even be around. That's a crazy stat. And that just goes on to how hard it actually is to make a business and do well in this industry. What kind of message does this convey to the community that we participate in social media? Now, we are small businesses. We are independent businesses. We don't get paid by the hour to show up and go to work every day. If you're a member of the public watching this and you didn't know, NAR also reported that last year, if you were an agent who's been in the business for under 2 years, your average income was $8,800. So of course I want to congratulate anybody out there that's won an award. I guess where my question starts to lie is the posting of this information and what it really conveys to the general public when you post it. Because let's be honest, you are of course proud as you should be about your accomplishment, but you're really posting it on social media to boast. Or is that right? Am I fair in saying that? You heard that right. I said $8,800. Now that's $8,800 US. To us in Canada, that might seem a little bit more, but certainly that is not enough to have as an income to support even one person, let alone a family. I'd like to think that it's actually relatively easy to do a really good job for your client in real estate. The bigger challenge when you are a realtor is finding those people who you can help and having them trust you enough to trust them with the sale of their home or the purchase of your home. Don't get me wrong here either. Realtors incur a ton of expenses, and anybody boasting about their performance last year, they had a great year, but I guarantee they also had some crazy expenses as well. Because when you're self-employed, as we are, we're really small businesses like I mentioned earlier, we pay for absolutely everything that you see. So knowing all this, I've got to admit, I'm guilty. I'm guilty as well of posting in the past on my social media about being humble and grateful, and I am humble and grateful for all the wonderful people we've been able to help over the years. So I'm no different than many of the realtors out there watching this video. I feel like myself and my newer real estate team, we've won just about every award there is to win in the industry. In fact, I even boast on my email footer how long I have been in our Medallion Club. What's the Medallion Club, you might ask? Well, it's the top 10% of realtors, specifically in the Fraser Valley. However, real estate seems to have awards for absolutely everything. There's awards for how many units you sell in a month or in a year, or who sold the most expensive home. There's awards based on hitting a certain amount of transactions in a month. There's awards based on hitting a certain amount of transactions in a year. We are an industry that loves to reward its salespeople. And again, the reason for that is because we need to keep them motivated because it's a very, very hard job. This got me thinking though, and it's something I've struggled with for really a long time. And I guess what I really struggle with is there's got to be a better way that we as an industry can convey to the people we serve, to the communities we participate in, not only how much we appreciate them, but also how much their business makes a difference. And we need to do it in a way that's maybe a little different than we've approached it before. I want to give you an example of this as an idea. You would never see a doctor, as an example, promote about how many patients they were able to see in one day. That doesn't necessarily convey that they gave the attention and the care to those people, rather that it was more like a revolving door. I don't think you'd ever see a lawyer boasting about how many, small claims or car accidents that they've helped defend in the last year. That's just something likely that industry would not do because it doesn't necessarily convey the message that they want to give out to the people that they're trying to do business with. In thinking about this and thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, this is where I landed. And this is where I'd love to hear from my peers. I'd love to hear from the people watching these videos, whether you work in real estate or not, how you feel about what is posted, but also, is there a better way of doing it? Maybe we can look at posting things a little bit differently. And here's a few examples. Last year in 2022, the Germyn Group helped our home buyers save a collective amount of $270,000. That's pretty awesome for a home buyer to know. Also in the same year, the Germyn Group helped our home sellers save almost $250,000 of more equity than they would have just compared to the industry average. That's really great for a home seller to know. What about things like we helped guide 21 families or groups into the perfect home in our community? What about helping 32 home sellers in 2022 navigate the market, which was uber challenging, and come out with a very successful outcome? We don't even have to talk about how many people we served or even how much money we helped people save. We could also talk about all the good we've been able to do based on the people who have helped us succeed in business, how we've taken that and helped other people succeed, like donating over $5,000 to various charities in the local community last year. What about all the business that you were able to do in 2022 helped us make investments to make the experience even better for those moving forward? Or one of my favorites, we earned the absolute privilege of having over 30 groups referred to us who our past clients trusted us so much, they trusted to refer their friends or family or coworkers or whoever it was over to us because they wanted to have an incredible experience when they either bought or sold real estate. Those are the types of things that I think we should be promoting out there. Times in the industry and in my travels as someone who also participates in organized real estate, we like to make sure that people understand that we are professionals and we work very hard for the clients that we serve. And I'm hoping by even some of us considering making some of these minor changes in the way that we communicate our success, which we should be proud of, don't get me wrong, but I think it changes us a little bit from salespeople to the professionals that we all strive to be. I don't want to be a salesperson. I want to be a professional. I want to be an educator, and I want to be someone that makes a difference in the lives of people that I serve. And frankly, sometimes maybe we don't have to say anything at all. We can just let our service speak for itself. So anyways, everyone, thank you for watching. I'm not sure what the right answer is. I'm not sure whether what we see out there happening that I described at the start of this video is right, or if it's wrong, or if it's somewhere in between. But what I would be interested in is hearing from you, whether you're a real estate sales professional, either locally or across the country, or you're just a member of the public and you're watching this video. How do you feel when you see those sorts of things posted on social media? Do you like knowing that your realtor is successful and they're doing lots of deals? Do you want to know about the impact they're having on our communities? Or really, what would you like to see? I think there's no doubt that we want to cheer for anybody that's doing a really great job and making an impact, and that's what I'd be curious to hear about from you. I don't know what's right for me. I don't know what's right for you, but all I know is I want to be better. And I hope if you're a real estate professional out there too, you share the same sentiment that I do. Hey, look, I want to thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for leaving your thoughts below. I'm genuinely interested in hearing what everyone has to say about this. And to the regular subscribers of our channel, we'll be back with some more kind of regular content in the coming days. I hope you are doing well, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.